Hey, how you doing? Scotty from Scott's Bass Lessons. Hope you're well. If you haven't checked out scottsbasslessons.com yet, make sure you do so right after this video, because there's literally hours and hours of videos, free videos just like that on there for you to check out. And if you subscribe to the newsletter, you get sent my subscriber only videos, which is like the exclusive content my subscribers get. Again, it's all completely for free, so just get over to the website and check it out after this lesson. In this lesson, I want to talk about playing fast, speed. It's something I always, when I first started playing bass, I was always drawn to people, when I heard people playing fast, I was like, wow, that's so fast. How do you do that? How do you do that? And there's, a couple of different techniques you can work on speed. The first one is to take, for instance, a scale and play it to a metronome and then crank up the metronome bit by bit by bit. So you could start at 60 BPM, kind of, this kind of thing. And then crank it up a little bit, the metronome. And then crank it up, and then crank it up, and then crank it up. That's one way of like systematically working at playing faster, instead of what a lot of people do, which is just trying to do it, and it ends up all messy and just, you can't hear the notes. There's no, you just can't hear each note. And that's what you really need when you're playing fast. You need to hear each note. But there's also a cool exercise I like to get my students to do. And it's what I call the doubling up exercise. And it's just, you simply play a line at a certain tempo, and then you just double it up for a small amount of time. You actually just play it once through and then go back to the original tempo. And by doing this, I don't know how it actually, like the physiological side, why it actually works, but it seems to really, really bring that on. I think it's because it's more of a short burst of speed. You're playing a pattern. For instance, we're going to be working on this pattern, which is over an A minor chord, and it's A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A. And we're just going to play that over and over at a slow tempo. And then we're going to do a short burst. We're just going to play it once fast at a double tempo. So for instance, if I clicked it in sort of like boo da do do da do da da, I'll play it. We'll play it 3 times, and then we're going to play the 4th time twice as fast. And then back to the slow version. 2nd time. 3rd time. 4th time. Now, so we're playing it 4 times, okay? We're doing 3 slow, 1 fast, 1 double speed. Now let's do 2 slow and 2 fast, 2 double speed. Yeah, 2 slow and 2 double speed. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. Fast. And then 2 slow again. That's the 2nd one slow. And the 3rd one fast. 4th one fast. And then back to the slow. Now we can do 1 slow and 3 fast. Let's try that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to the slow. and then you can play that with a metronome. What I've done, I've put a backing track together so you can play it along with the backing track. And the reason it's cool using a backing track is I've actually got an A minor chord held down so that you're going to hear the tonality of what you're playing as well. It's always important to, you know, you're working on technique, but it's, you know, it's a nice thing to try and sort of relate these notes to actual music as well and not just a technical exercise. So let's hear this exercise along with the backing track. So here we are along with the backing track. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first one. The second one, we're going to do a 3-3-1 here. So 3 slow, 1 fast. Third one. Fourth one fast. More. Let me do 2 fast this time. Now we're going to do 1 slow, 1, 3 fast. So now, the fast one that we've just been playing, that will become our slow one. So essentially, we're speeding everything up again. So this is going to be the slow part. So that's it slow, okay? So fast, it would sound like this. Slow. Fast. So now let's do the 3-3-1, then the 2-2, then the 1-3, okay? I'll call it as we play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Here's one fast. 1, 2. 2 fast. 1 slow. 3 fast. So by taking small bite-sized sections like this, instead of just sort of like steaming in and trying to play massive scales, by taking small bite-sized sections like this, playing it slow and then doubling the speed, it's going to give you muscle memory. It's so much easier for it to take in, and that's what it's all about. It's about sort of constructing a line that's going to be easy for your muscle memory to take in. For instance, this line here, oh, I'll just turn up my bass. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 8 notes long and then it repeats. So it's such a small section. I'm just looping it round and round and round. And by playing it at half speed as well, I think it almost gives it just more of a chance to take it in, and then when you do these small bursts of speed, it just deals with it a little bit easier. And when you're doing this as well, when you do double the speed, make sure that the notes are clean. If they're not clean, it's like a pointless exercise. What we're aiming for is really clean notes and even notes as well. Like, it's got to be even. I'm not kind of, you know, they're even. And if you practice this, then you're going to aim for more flourishing type lines, like, okay? There's no way I would be able to do that if I hadn't practiced this stuff. And this is a big part of my playing. I'm sure you've heard stuff. All that kind of stuff. Now that only happens because I'm not thinking about it. You know, my muscle memory's absorbed that movement, and I'm just thinking, oh, I want to make this kind of thing, and the memory sort of like throws it out and it happens. I'm not thinking index, middle. That's something I've done really slowly. Mentioning the index, middle thing, when you're playing this exercise, you want to be using the same right hand fingering every time you go around it. That is really important, okay? In fact, this is probably one of the most important things of this lesson. You want to be using the exact same fingering every time you play around that exercise. So me personally, I'm playing index, middle, index, middle, index, index, middle, index, and then I start on the index again. So can you see that again? Index, middle, index, middle, index, index, middle, index, index. And that means every time I hit that A, that first note, the pattern repeats. And it repeats in this hand, and it repeats in this hand as well. There's no point doing this exercise that every time you play it, it's kind of a different fingering down here, because then the muscle memory is not going to be given the chance to kick out the correct pattern that it needs to. It needs to be the same pattern, so you can just run it, get it in your memory, and then when you come to playing, these more fast lines like that, you don't have to think about it. The memory has stored the patterns and can just kick them out, and you can use them when you need to. If you have enjoyed this lesson, make sure you click that like box below. You'll be doing me a great favour, and I will love you forever. If you haven't been to Scott's Bass Lesson before, make sure you do so and download that backing track. The link is right below this video. Other than that, practice hard, take it easy, and I'll see you in the shed.